Well, good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Pops, here on the panel is the one and only Bridgeman and the legend, fast becoming JFK. How we doing, gents?
Yeah, I'm doing well, Oxshare. It was nice to see yourself at the weekend and all the other guys that attended the bistro, so we're looking forward to tonight's show, but I'm absolutely spiffing.
How are you, Brid?
Can I just say a huge good evening to you guys in the panel here? Massive good evening to the boys in the lobby. And to all the Rangers fans listening all over the world, good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
Yeah, well, an eventful weekend and a worthwhile training session yesterday, Bridgeman, in the sunshine, yes?
I thought so. I thought it was excellent. I really enjoyed myself. I thought I was watching something else for a while, you know. They looked really good. No complaints at all for me. I thought everybody did a wee bit and got their time in the park, and the manager was very happy, I would imagine, at the end of it. Very happy.
So, a non-event for me, Bridge, GFK, but a useful exercise for the manager.
Yeah, gets a rust out the legs, they say, and the fit behind back on again. But it was a training session, and it was a couple of wee sparkles in it that lit it up. But it wasn't. I mean, I'm going to confess, I may as well get this out the opening now before I get ribbed about it later on. But I actually fell asleep the first half.
Well, that's quite common. Men at your age go
I've never. Don't you even go there. But no, I had a few sherbets there the weekend. Maybe took its toll, but I did find some of the football really repetitive and dreary. There was a couple of nice sparkles, and that, especially for Ojo and Greg Docherty, Greg Stewart as well. It was what it was, Oxshare. It was a friendly, you know. So let's hope
it was exactly what it said on the tin, mate. Yeah.
It wasn't even that, mate. It wasn't even a friendly. I've seen harder training sessions, and I thought at times that they were just going through the motions. So I know it was only a tenner a game ahead, but for me, they could have let us on for a fiver maybe. But think twice about maybe going to the Derby County game if that's the way it's going to be. And I mean that. I've not got my ticket for that yet, but I've got my ticket for the Marseille game. But obviously, I'll see what's happening. I'm not paid £15 to go and watch something like that, which I think is. I'll keep my money for a European night, I think. Anyway, that was me.
I think it's always good to go to Ibrox and support the team. I mean, obviously, the little finance that was put into the club yesterday is important, but it's not a be-all and end-all. But it was exactly what I expected, Bridge. I've got to be honest. Bridgeman, come on. Come to me, Bridge.
I'll come off mute now.
Well done, mate. Well
done.
It
was. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had a smashing afternoon. Met the guys, as you know, at the bistro. Went in and sat in my seat and enjoyed the game. And I thought that we thought 20 odd thousand there, in the low 20s maybe. Well, you can't say that. A whole load of youngsters there, young Rangers fans, you know, to see the team. Some of the second half passing was tremendous. That last goal we got was just fantastic teamwork, great passing. I was delighted. I didn't expect anything marvellous, but because the manager wanted to get as many people on the pitch as might be involved in Tuesday night to get them on the pitch and get some real football into the legs, and they got it. Well done to everybody for me.
And I think it priced a bit right. That's what it is to watch a glorified training session. I think GFK's got a point there. You know, I think that's what it was. I think there was a couple of wee things that impressed me. I thought the boy Edmondson, his retention of the ball was pretty good, but it's very, very hard to judge GFK because of the pace of the game and the level of the opposition.
You know, we knew what the players that they had there, have had since last season, what they would bring to it, you know, and we were looking for something for the new players. It didn't tell me anything apart from the big boy Ojo looks as if he could be a good replacement for Kent. I was pleased the way Greg Docherty put himself about in the tackle and that, but sometimes his passing left a wee bit of desire at times. Pleased about Greg Stewart. You could see right away he's looking to score there, which was good. So it never tilted me nothing apart from there was a couple of players. Jordan Jones didn't do anything spectacular.
No, I don't think he touched the ball.
That's what I'm saying. So no, for me then it was what it was. Obviously, first game. Hopefully next week will be different. Hopefully, obviously tomorrow will be different because obviously we'll talk about it later on. But we'll get our first big competitive match tomorrow. So it was what it was, and the guys obviously as weeks go on, I'll get the cobwebs and that, and they're rushed out the legs, and they'll be in full flow. So yeah. It was a nice enjoyable sunny day. 21,500 it said was there, and it's good to give them the club money. What I will say is, I thought the boys from Oxford done themselves justice. They filled that full corner in, and there's a lot of clubs in the Premiership can't come to Ibrox and do that. And they guys travelled all the way up from Oxford, and you know what a journey that is, Oxshire, to come and support their team. So well done to the guys from Oxford that came up and supported your team.
Indeed, well done to them. Well done indeed. I thought that the youngsters, the new lads that came on, I thought Greg Stewart was outstanding in the first half. I thought he was absolutely superb. I thought that young boy Hasty showed some really good glimpses, a lot of pace, getting into a couple of shots at goal. Admittedly, they weren't on target, but he did the business. He got through, and he worked up well. I thought he blended in lovely. I thought it was really good to see for the Rangers. I was happy. And you saw Greg Stewart started up at the front as a striker, probably just off the striker role, but I thought he played very well, no problems at all. And I thought even Candice played quite well. For me, I must be very honest and say to you, I was watching the defence, and I agree with Oxer said. I thought the boy Edmondson slotted in no problem at all, and I thought that him and Katic could form a partnership if it was necessary. But they need time, they need to play games. But to me, I was delighted with the two fullbacks. I thought that Polster, isn't it, the boy at right back? Wonderful game he had, absolutely superb. But man of the match for me, in fact, was Andy Halliday. I thought Andy Halliday was all over the place yesterday. Tremendous stuff. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't a championship winning type stuff, but really good stuff. From that game, I thought Andy Halliday was excellent. Well done.
I think what I'll say is I'll not get too high and I'll not get too low about yesterday. I'll take it for what it was, and I'm going to get. I watched it as a training session. As I said, I thought the boy Edmondson kept the ball and passed it quite well, and I thought the boy came on, the boy on loan for Liverpool, Ojo, he looked as if he had a fair turn of pace about him. Apart from that, I didn't see, there was glimpses, but nothing else. It was just a training session.
Yeah, the big boy Lewis Mayo.
He done well.
He done all right. He looked tidy in defence, and obviously get the wee clumsy kind of tap in and that for his goal. So. And you know that the thing is, his first ever goal for the Rangers first team, and they couldn't even announce his name after he scored. Everybody was saying, "Who's the number 5?" Because there was no doing about me the programme, but they never even announced the boy's name after the goal.
Can you get a programme yesterday, mate? Was there
nothing? No, I didn't know that. That's how there's but nobody knew who's number 5, and we're all. Nobody even knew who he was to be. Somebody actually managed to Google it on the way out, because you know what Ibrox is for trying to get a signal inside on your phone. So well done to Lewis Mayo, cracking player at times, looked apart. So there's a good future there for him, 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was Katic, Jimmy. I thought it was Katic.
Some people say that, aye.
The build him and the way he forced himself through to bundle the ball over. Huh?
A bit different colour of hair.
No, but I'm saying, I thought it was Katic the way he bundled it over. You know, when he turned when he was running away, I think he was number 5, and I thought, Katic was like 24 or 34 or something like that, There was no names on the strip, so it was really, really difficult for people to make out who the people were,
That boy came on at half-time. He done okay.
Yeah, I had a couple of nice defensive touches and that. So he didn't do himself injustice. He scored a nice goal. He was up there in the box and put himself about, and I'm happy about that. So he's got a big future, hopefully, at Rangers. We'll need to keep a wee lookout for him.
As weekends go, it was a good year. I mean, obviously the highlight for a lot of us was the opportunity to meet the global ambassador, who I met on Saturday and Sunday.
Absolutely wonderful to meet the big man. It's just a big gentleman, man. You know, nothing, as I say, is nothing like I imagined him to be. The cheeky sod said, I'm what he imagined that I would be. He didn't elaborate. Well, I was going to wear my man Keenan in the known who I was. But no, anybody that meets him, gentleman of a man, lovely man, and I've arranged to maybe, let's keep contact. I'm not just at Rangers Radio, but out with that. So,
Great to meet him, obviously, Crook Rangers, Big Stevie for the drumming, his boy. Obviously, Bridgeman, JWR, met him, Skipper, Saturday and Sunday Skipper. And Skipper's young Anne. Skipper was sorting out with a ticket yesterday, so fair play to Skipper, Bridgeman.
Well, I did say that to him yesterday. I thought I wouldn't mention it, but now that you've mentioned it, we can wax lyrical about his activities.
Skipper is sitting here listening to you.
I'm just saying that to you, Skip. I wouldn't want to say anything, as you know.
I was just
Joe Oxley said it, so fair duty, you pal. Well done.
And always a pleasure to meet Crook Ranger as well. He was actually sitting right in front of me at the game. There you go. So, as we know, Skipper skipped in the boys' gate. He must have some kind of report, or he must be putting a claim in against Rangers.
Skip. That's not nice saying I was Skipper.
Before we take callers, we'll introduce Skipper. Evening, Skipper.
Can you put me through to your complaints department, please?
But this wouldn't happen to be a complaint about Fox's T-shirt yesterday, would it?
No, he was absolutely innocent yesterday. Like myself, I mean, he's from the same leafy suburbs of the city as I am.
Oh, God.
Bridgeman, you can take this complaint.
Oh, God. How can he stop laughing? Go on, what's the complaint then, Skip?
Oh, well, there's a number of complaints because it was my misfortune to run into a lot of the Rangers radio casuals Saturday and Sunday.
Casuals is a name for a bad T-shirt.
No, it was pointed out to me yesterday that although they've got an average age of 72, they're known on Rangers radio as the young casuals.
Brilliant. Brilliant, pal.
But the behaviour I witnessed, especially at Ibrox yesterday, guys falling asleep. People chewing gum in a sectarian manner.
Who was that? Are you allowed to name it, Skip?
Oh, you know I'm not a clipe.
No, but are you allowed to name and shame?
Well, they know who they were. I was sitting about 6 rows behind a lot of them. And all I will say is that I was sitting in the back row. And it's a long time since I sat in the back row with somebody as lovely as young Anne.
I wasn't going to mention that.
Excuse me. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant, Skip. You're doing well. So you witnessed somebody just
saying he had his eye on them.
All right, okay. So you were watching this, these people falling asleep. Was it just one person? I was
making notes.
But was there more than one person falling asleep?
Well, I only seen the one. I was quite surprised because he was dancing up and down as the game was starting. So I don't know how he fell asleep.
So on your complaint, Skipper, do you think there should be sanctions imposed on these people?
No, I think they should bring you more drink. Keep you waiting.
Nice one, Skip. Nice one.
Dear me.
But listen, I'm on grandpa duty, so I need to go. But my full written complaint with a copy going to the compliance officer. Oh, you'll be with you in the morning.
Compliance officer.
Okay. Yep, always a pleasure, mate. It was good to see you Saturday, and it was great to see you yesterday as well, mate.
No, it was great to see all the lads over the weekend, particularly Big Al, the global ambassador.
It was nice to see him win it. It really was. It really was.
It was a great wee weekend altogether. But listen, I need to go, so enjoy the rest of the show, lads. All the very best.
Cheers,
Skipper.
What a man, Skipper. That must be young Anne phoning him.
Absolutely brilliant, by the way. Absolutely brilliant.
All I'm saying is you might need to buy the missus a hat.
I like it. Oh, my.
Right, where were we before we were rudely interrupted, Jeff?
I don't know.
Right, I suppose it's a 4-inch show and we had to let Skipper in because he's chatting a bit. But if people want to join us, what's the number?
It's 0141 356 1972.
And you can give us a full report the first half when we come back. Where else can they join us?
Yes, and they can join us on Skype at rangersradio.online, and Foxy or Old School Blue will bring you in and look after you, and you enjoy yourself. Please.
You're here, Rob. First off, the ranking night. We've been joined by Rudy Berry. Evening, Rudy.
Evening, gents. How are we doing?
How are we doing, mate? What was your thoughts on yesterday, mate? Anything?
It was what it was, wasn't it? It was a bit of a training match, really. I think, there's games coming up, friendlies coming up, like Marseille and Blackburn and that. We'll get a much stiffer test, I would imagine, Ox, I don't know. I was quite impressed with some of the performances. Some of the young guys I thought played fairly well when they came on. That was good to see some of them getting a wee bit of a run, And
what a bit of skill by the boy McPate in the back line.
That was a wee touch of class, wasn't it? That was great. It's great to watch the confidence. It shows, he's pretty confident in his ability to pull something like that off. It was great, I thought. And so I think the boy Ojo, Shea Ojo, I think he's going to be pretty good for us, Ox, to be honest. I think that boy's got pace. See the way he sort of got in behind that defender, took the ball off him, and then curled it with his left foot into the corner of the net. I thought that was a cracking goal, But I had a stiffer test coming up Ox. It was enjoyable to watch, don't get me wrong, Some of the passing, I thought, the second half especially, was really good to watch. The way they attacked at pace and stuff like that. But it'd be a different kettle of fish against the likes of Marseille. They'll not get as much space and stuff like that. So it was all right. It is what it is. It's pre-season. It's a friendly. There's no reason to take it seriously, in my opinion.
Aye, don't get too high, don't get too low.
That's it.
Hey, Rudy, can I just ask you a question, pal? Because the whole world wants to know. What did you have for your dinner tonight?
Roast chicken, Bridge.
Roast chicken. What kind of veg did you have with it?
Oh, I had carrots and peas with it. I had a big dollop of onion gravy as well.
Onion gravy, you dancer.
Yorkshire puddings?
No Yorkshires, unfortunately, Ox. No, I need to have a word about that,
Did you bake potato or anything with it?
Oh, no, roasties.
Roasties, well done, bud, well done.
Proper
that's good.
Any of your frozen rubbish.
What's that, mate? Oh, no.
Proper roasties, any of your frozen rubbish.
Who's fat roasties, man?
All right, okay.
We don't do frozen roasties in here.
Quite right, bro.
I'm so happy I got that out of you at the least, so we can... I agree with you about the young lad, McPake. I thought McPake, he was wearing the number 15, right? Yeah. So when he got down, because he was right below us where I sat in the Copeland when he did that flick, and I thought to myself, who's number 15? It says, I look up, but it says, number 15 is John Flanagan. I said, that's never John Flanagan. And I'm saying to the guy next to me, it's telling us it's John Flanagan here, but no, that's no John Flanagan. Who could it be? Oh, wait a minute, could that be Jordan Jones with a different number? No, couldn't be. It was really confusing.
Again, Bridge.
Exactly. No, I'm saying that we were going through the thoughts. No, I couldn't. But because there was no names on the shirts, obviously you couldn't make nothing out. But it looks, once you see him face on, you can, because your wee memory kicks in. But when he'd done that wee flick, it was just wonderful to watch. Absolutely superb. Of course, I think he took quite a wee sore knock, and he was taken off quite quickly.
Aye. Yeah.
He got about 15 minutes.
I thought the strike for Katic was just an absolute...
Wow, lit the place up, didn't it, that? My goodness gracious.
Had that gone in, what a goal that would have been,
Well, did the goalkeeper get a touch in that, Rudy?
He did, pal. He actually got a touch on it.
That's when I get woke up.
Bridgeman. You're called Bridgeman. Rudy's called Rudy.
Oh, so I thought you were still talking to me. Apologies, guys.
Rudy, did the goalkeeper get a touch in that?
He did, mate.
Thank you.
I think it's fair to say he just got his fingertips to it, but what a strike it was, I think he showed he's got that in his locker now, so we'll maybe see that this season, hopefully,
Well, What did you think of the strike, JFK?
That's when I woke up. When Graham says to me, "What a shot that was!" And hey, did you see that, Dad? I says, "That was a good save, wasn't it?"
Got yourself, pal. Brilliant.
That was my sleepy moment, mate. I only saw the Katic shot on the YouTube and that day, so I need to put my hand up for that. Look, I'm over the first or the last guy to fall asleep at a football match, especially a friendly. So, no, I never saw the shot till I saw 3 years later.
From where we were sitting, Oxter, I was shouting, I was sitting with a couple of boys, and I'm saying, is he going to have a shot at this? Is he going to hit this? And it looked as if it wasn't lining up, and then it looked as if it was like, oh my goodness, didn't he have got a fair belt? And it reminded me of the Conterman shot, virtually out of nothing. It just dropped nicely for him, and he leathered it.
I don't think anybody thought he had that in his locker, but I shall be honest with you.
It just shows you, doesn't it? Wow.
I don't think we've seen the evidence of that, Ox, have we really? But he's got it. He showed you there that, he's capable of that. So as I said, hopefully this season we might get to see it a wee bit more often. Maybe he's playing with more confidence now after he had a fair end to the season last season, didn't he? He was playing well. So maybe he's got full of confidence, Maybe he's thinking he's had a good pre-season. He's playing for the Croatian under-21s as well now. Maybe the boy's full of confidence, and he's thought, geez, I'm going to have a wee go at this. And after that effort the other day, maybe he'll think during the season I can do that,
All right, we'll leave with a wee talk. It'll be good to hear what the manager thought of the bounce game, shall we call it, yesterday.
Yeah.
That fair?
Aye.
Yeah.
Right, get yourselves on mute. You'll hear for our manager, no anybody else's manager, our manager, Steven Gerrard, MBE.
Obviously, you have to take into consideration the stage of the season we're at, fitness, volume into the players' legs. But I think if you look at the quality throughout the 90 minutes, it was very pleasing to watch. 5 goals, clean sheet, a lot of strong individual performances. Against a well-organised team, so yeah, a lot of positives today.
Boys put in a lot of hard work, of course, out in Portugal, and starting to reap the rewards from that.
Yeah, I think last season we were very fit. I think got to give the sports science lads a lot of credit for that. And I think if we want to be successful, we have to be fit, we have to be athletic, and I think you can see even compared to last season, we're looking like we've got more pace in the team and more dynamic players, so hopefully that'll help us go to the next level next season.
Yeah, pleased with the strength and depth you've got in your squad just now.
Yeah, I mean last season, we had a good team. I think we showed a lot of progress, and there's certain games where, we played very, very well, but I think it was the consistency where we probably fell a bit short. So the idea this year is to try and have more strength in depth, more quality in the forward areas. So not only are we a more entertaining team, but we're more ruthless, and we can win more games on a consistent basis. That's the idea.
Great goals today from your team, of course, but nice to see Greg Stewart, Shea Ojo, of course, and young Lewis Mayo get on the score sheet as well.
Yeah, well, as far as obviously Greg and Shea, they're the reason why we've added them to the squad, because we want to improve our numbers in the final third. I think we were the top scorers in the league last year, but we want to score more and keep trying to improve on that. And what a fantastic day for Lewis Mayo. I say to all the academy lads, you'll get an opportunity somewhere down the line, take it, and he's took it today and showed that he's capable, but you can still see that he's still a boy, and there's a lot of development to still do, but the academy have done a good job on him.
Yeah, just pleased with you with the new signings in general. So Jake Hasty as well, very lively in the first half.
Jake was very good. I thought Aribo was very strong. You can see he's a very powerful runner. And really none of the new players are ready yet. This is the first time in front of a crowd. These are still probably 2-3 weeks away from being where we want them. So a lot of positives, and so far so good.
You must be really pleased with the progress just now. 3 victories, 3 clean sheets as well.
Yeah, and that's what we want to do. Find a base. Pre-season's about getting a base physically and getting the fitness in, but also to demand standards from each other. And if we're to be successful moving forward, we have to base that on clean sheets. So 3 out of 3 so far, but the tests are going to get bigger and better, with all due respect, moving forward. So we have to keep learning and improving, but continue to be hard to beat.
And a lot of positives to take from today, going into Tuesday night's game, of course.
Yeah, so Tuesday's for real. It'll be a tricky game. It'll be a sticky game. It'll be hot. The pitch won't be great. There'll be a lot of challenges for the players, but we have to go and face it, front it, accept it, and go and show what a good team we are. But the signs are good. We're keeping clean sheets and we're scoring goals. So if we can go and do that, go away from home, keep a clean sheet, and try and get a goal or two, I think we'll be fine.
And I think just ask you finally about Ross McCrory. He's gone out on loan to Portsmouth.
Yes, great move for him. I had a really honest conversation with Ross, man to man, and I said to Ross, where do you think you're at? What do you want out of the season? And he told me that he was desperate for 40, 50 games. I agreed with him. I think that'd be really good for his development. I think Portsmouth's a good club. Kenny Jackett plays the right way. The fans are demanding there, so that'll prepare him very well for the future here. But I think it's very important to clear some things or speculation up in the media that Ross McCrory, there's no deal there for him to go there permanent. It's a loan, it's a development loan to improve him because he's our player and we want him here for a long time and we want to try and help him get to the next level. I could have been selfish, kept him here to be a squad player, but maybe being a squad player won't develop him or move him along as quick as we want. So hopefully he'll come back with 40, 50 games under his belt, a better player, ready to challenge the lads that have got the shirts. But he's certainly one of ours, and we've got big plans for Ross McCrory.
Well, thanks for that, Fox. Some interesting comments. We'll park the McCrory one. We'll come back to it. I'm sure we'll discuss that. Rudy, I'll come to you first, mate. What he's trying to do is try to put a bit more pace in the team, eh?
Well, you could see that with the boy Ojo. Greg Stewart's no slouch either. Jordan Jones, well, he's got electric pace when he gets moving. It was something I kind of noticed myself watching the game, from sort of middle to front, how many options that we've got now, I know there's still talk of Ryan Kent coming back. There's a fair bit to go in the transfer window yet. That's a possibility, I suppose, another loan. But, and I'm starting to think, as much as I like Ryan Kent, do we really need to bring Ryan Kent back now? When you see the options that we have. But he's certainly brought pacey players in, Joe Aribo looks like he's a big lad with a fair bit of pace as well. So if we centre to front ox, he's brought pace in. And I think there was times last season, we spoke about the draws and all that often enough, and the failure to put teams away. I think he's tried to remedy that this season with the kind of player that he's brought in, and hopefully that's what will happen this season. We'll have players there with pace, a wee bit of guile, a wee bit of quality, that can open teams up. When we're facing sort of 10 men behind the ball type stuff, as we're going to face. We faced it last season, we'll face it this season, and hopefully the kind of players that he's already brought in will be able to sort that out for us.
Yeah. GFK, I know you've got your views on the game, but there was a bit more pace on show there, particularly in the front.
Yeah, definitely. The boy McPake, when they was here, he done really well. And I agree with what Rudy's saying. We discussed it after the game that, do we really need Ryan Kent now? Is it maybe a luxury for us? We've got players there. I think Ojo is a perfect replacement for Ryan Kent. So we shouldn't rest our laurels there. If we can't get him on the loan, then we shouldn't be pushing a boat out. There's a lot of talk going on about selling this player and that player to try and bring in Ryan Kent. I wouldn't have done that road. But on the game itself, I was pleased about some of the performances. I said at the start, it was still a training game to me. But yeah, there was positives there. And the gaffer there telling you about bringing young Lewis Mayo in, giving him a chance to play at Ibrox. Obviously, it wasn't a full house. So there was positives. No negatives in the game for me at all. It was a training game, and you could see the players were going through the motions at times. But the more is a different game. So the gaffer's right. There's a bit to go to see to get them to match fitness. So positive all round, Oxia.
Frenchman, as a defender, when you were watching it, did you notice the pace we had in the forward areas? Is it something that you noticed?
Yes, indeed. I thought Greg Stewart was excellent, and I thought the boy Hasty had a tremendous game for us. He showed a lot of pace. A tremendous. We know Candeias is quite fast anyway, but Candeias kept switching over to the left and then back again, and it made a big difference to the way it must have been given the freedom of the pitch. I thought the young lad Hasty put on a really good show. I never expected to see him as good and so, shall we say, up front, given it was only his first game for us, but my goodness gracious, he took the opportunity, and I thought he played very well. Stewart has got quality. I think a lot of boys on our wee forum here have said that many times. We looked at him in the past. I know that Rangers were supposedly sniffing around him. And if my memory serves me right, I think he was with the Rangers and we let him go. But not that it matters, but certainly he showed that his goal was excellent. Absolutely wonderful stuff. And by rights, he should have scored another one or two. But really and truly, just great stuff to watch. I was really pleased. Forward line, very fast, good pace. Wonderful to see.
Daniel, no travel. Is he suspended or is it just a numbers game?
Nope.
I think you know he's suspended on it.
Nope.
Your voice seemed to change quite a lot there.
I sound a wee bit. And then I done my scouts bit. I'm sure that might be a press conference. It's just broke because I think we were scheduled to do one this evening, so we're hoping to get a hold of it to let everybody hear it. I'm sure I'll get a message from the technical department. You know how much they're on the ball, JFK?
Definitely. They're always on the ball, so let's not have any... what's that word I'm looking for? I can't remember it now. I must be going to sleep.
Been a while, mate.
Been a while. Okay. Our technical department's doing well, mate.
So, as I say, I wouldn't get too up and too down about Sunday's game. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be, personally, Rudy. There are positives and negatives.
For me, I didn't really see many negatives, Oxford, to be honest with you. I mean, I enjoyed watching the game, I enjoyed some of the football that was played. I enjoyed watching some of the young guys, the new guys that have come in, they all got a start, which was good. But tomorrow, we'll discuss tomorrow, obviously, at some point, but tomorrow it kicks off properly, And as I said, as far as the friendlies go, there's tougher friendlies coming up, which might is a wee inkling maybe what the team's going to be like going forward, how they're going to deal with better sides. But certainly tomorrow for me is imperative that we go there. And I don't really have any worries, to be honest, Ox, about tomorrow, But yeah, the game against Oxford is what it was. You say it was a bit of a bounce match, It was just a total mismatch for a start, But fair play to Oxford United for coming up and getting a goal. Who wouldn't want to come up and play an Ibrox? You can't blame them,
No, and I obviously spoke to some of the supporters, met a few that I knew, believe it or not, on the service station on the way down the road.
Yeah.
And they were very complimentary of the stadium. They couldn't believe it, mate.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They were blown away.
Yeah.
Well, that was good.
Very complimentary. And very complimentary of the welcome they got,
I do say that they brought, 800, 900, I think it was. They brought up something like that, roughly about 1,000. Excellent. And they were walking about. I saw a couple of them strolling around Ibrox, just having a look around and things like that. Not a word being said to them. No anger, no vent, nothing. Just fantastic. And they're really, really welcome. Hope they come back again.
There was a few in the Loudon.
Were they?
Yeah, there was a few in the Loudon.
That's excellent then. That's excellent.
Yeah. So I think because of Foxy's shirt, I think he get mistaken for one of them. And I don't know.
You're joking.
I don't know.
No.
I heard that. I don't know if Oxshire can.
What I will say, it's the kind of shirt that Stevie Wonder would have picked out the wardrobe, mate.
All right.
All I can say on it.
Oh, brilliant. I thought he looked extremely debonair. Rudy, I have to say, I wish you had seen Foxy yesterday. Very smart looking.
Was he?
Until you noticed that the stripy casual he was wearing, so I sort of took my eyes away from it, and without trying to be too unkind, I just tried to keep my eyes away from it. But I thought he looked very smart.
You had to look at it, Rudy, because it kept
you
your
can't
eyes
help it, can you?
drew you back to it.
Poor Fox.
Oh, mate, it was a Snyder. I'll be honest with you. No worries, best. He's usually that dapper JFK, isn't he?
He's always a dapper dresser, as our Fox. It was a nice shirt. Just maybe the wrong colour.
Tell the truth, Jimmy. Come on.
But hey,
it would break your eyes.
he's a good friend of mine, and I'm not going to have him spoken with it. And I'm going to get in the skipper camp here. The compliance officer needs to get involved here. Enough's enough. Mate.
I'll tell you what, the compliance officer sees that casual. There'll only be one person getting banned, and it'll not be me and Bridge.
Oh, brilliant! Just brilliant.
Anyway, if people want to join us, what's the number? GFK?
0141 356 1972.
Where else can they join us, Bridge?
And they can join us on Skype at rangersradio.online. And if they haven't been in before, then a wee Foxy or Old School Blue will bring them in. And either that, or if they've been before, they'll come straight through. So enjoy yourself if you get on, pal. Looking forward to speaking to you.
Yeah. What can they talk about, Rudy?
They can talk about anything and everything to do with the famous Glasgow Rangers.
All right. Perfect timing. Once again, somebody sneaks in just as we finish that. We've been joined by Stardog. Evening, Stardog. How we doing, mate?
Good evening, guys. How are yous?
Evening, Stardog.
How are yous? He's all right?
Yeah, tip top, mate. Tip top. Your good self.
Aye, delighted after that yesterday. It was a good performance, lads. Pre-season or not, it was good to see us so fast on the break like that. I'm talking about the first goal mainly. The way we just broke up the park like that was amazing. So it was. We were so fast and so precise getting into the final third like that. So I'm so excited to see what's going to come for this team this year. I really am.
I agree with you. We did look as if we had a bit better pace, but I think we've got to put it in the context, the level of the opposition we were playing, you know.
Oh no, definitely. But what about Shea Ojo's goal, JFK? We know what to expect for him, didn't we, this year?
Definitely, mate.
Some more of that.
We told them, mate. They'll not listen to us.
Aye. He finds that left corner all the time. So he just makes it look so easy. So I'm really excited. But I agree with Bridgeman. Greg Stewart, he looked a player as well. So he did. Jordan Jones shocked me and all, but I know these boys are going to see more of the ball with Rangers, so they are going to be attack. So they'll get to showcase their skills more than what they did the Kilmarnock and Aberdeen. I understand that a bit more now. And so I'm excited to see these two boys, but I would honestly, after Shea Ojo's goal yesterday, I just turned and I said to my pal, that's the right hand side wrapped up. That's what he does.
Is that your man for the right hand side, is it?
It has been for the day we signed him, mate, because I'm like JFK, I watch a lot of the games, and I mean, he honestly, it makes it look so easy, and I'm not comparing him to Thierry Henry, but Thierry Henry used to do that. He used to let the ball come across his body and curl it into the far corner, and that's how he reminds me of the way he does it. He just makes it look so easy. And I think he's a big game player. It surprised me, Ox, how big he was. He's a big physical boy and all. He's really big.
I was actually. I mean, it was a rare finish. I'll accept that, Rudy. But it was his pace that I liked watching, Rudy.
Aye, the way he got in, because he was a fair distance after the ball initially. When the Oxford defender was, trying to control it, and he just he strengthened his pace to get in behind the Oxford defender. I said that when it first came on, really impressed me. And his calmness on the ball to slot it, Stardog, he's saying that lovely left-footed curler into the far corner. It was absolutely brilliant, so it was, and as the boys are saying, they know much more about him than I do, to be honest, Ox. I know very little about him. But for what I seen of him yesterday, I'm really looking forward to seeing him this season when he's fully fit and up and running and fully match fit and ready to go. If he scores, maybe, 10 to 15 goals like that this season for us, I'd be well chuffed, to be honest.
So is he the replacement for Candeias for you, Stardog?
He is, Ox. I think. Candeias had a decent performance yesterday, mate, but before that game yesterday, I had him very much down as a squad player for this year. I think Shea Ojo, he's dynamic. He can play in the left, all the right, and through the middle. As you've seen yesterday, he likes to kind of come inside and make things happen through the middle as well. I think that was for Jermaine Defoe's goal. He passed the ball and moved, got the ball again, passed and moved inside, made things happen through the middle, some quick passing, some quick movement. But I just love him coming in after that right-hand side, because every game I've watched him in and the highlights I've seen him in, he just peels in after that right-hand side, and they know he's going to do it, but they just can't get near him, and he just makes that left-hand side just look so easy to find. And it's a rare thing for a player just to come inside and do that same thing all the time, and players must know he's going to do it, but he still manages to pull it off. So, again, like you said, the opposition yesterday, but I'm excited to see what he does on Tuesday, because that's a bigger game for us. So, but all this boy needs is, and JFK will agree with me, Ox, all this boy needs is consistent games, mate, and you'll see him flourish. He's better than Ryan Kent for me.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if he's in the squad for Tuesday, mate. I'll need to check that out. We got the squad name. Then obviously there was some people. I think Daniel Candice might be suspended, and there's others no in it. But you have to name.
Candice isn't suspended, pal. He's just no picked, just no selected.
Can I just say, what does everybody make of Scott Arfield selecting himself to be fit? I think this guy needs maybe a week or two off. I think he needs a break. I don't want him coming back and rushing himself because he's not
playing tomorrow night, mate. He's staying home. I don't think he's travelled, mate. Even though
I've seen a thing the day Ox saying that he'd messaged Gerrard saying he's available to start on Tuesday.
Aye, but that doesn't mean that he's away.
I think as far as Scotty Arfield's concerned, Ox, he's just looking at the new boys that's come into the squad now, isn't he? And he's thinking to himself, I need to make myself available here, because if this team hit the ground running, some of the players, new players, hit the ground running, it's a possibility Scotty will struggle a wee bit to get back into the first 11.
Can I give you the squad for tomorrow for the European game?
Aye, once Rudy's finished.
Oh, sorry, pal. Sorry. On you go. Sorry, Rudy.
All right, that's me, Bridgeman. On you go.
It's saying here the full squad is goalkeepers: McGregor, Foderingham, and Alnwick. Defenders.
That's changed already, Bridge.
Is it?
Alnwick's been withdrawn for it, and they've changed it because I think there might have an offer, or he's going out on loan. Right.
Okay. So somebody else that'll be.
Yeah.
Young boy Firth. Will it be Firth then? Yeah.
It looks that way, mate. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Defenders: Tavernier, Edmondson, Golson, Katic, Polster, and Barisic. I'm pausing just in case you got any news on them. Midfielders: Jack, Davis, Kamara, Doherty, Aribo, or Aribo, how you pronounce it. Scott Arfield is in. Halliday and Shea Ojo. So they're in the squad. And the strikers: Greg Stewart, Morelos, Defoe, Jones, and Jake Hasty.
Did you mention Arfield there?
Arfield's and this is what I'm seeing. They're including in the squad, but they may not get a game. Something strange has happened with what's his name? With Daniel Candias. He's been dropped out of the squad. That is.
But did he not get sent off?
No, he got sent off, but he got banned the last game he played.
But that was his second sending off in the tournament, mate. So I think
I think he's somebody looked into it, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think what it is Rangers haven't got enough homegrown players that are, shall we say, professional level entry. Let's say they're more than 20 or 19 or something like that. And because some of the youngsters we've got in our squad are actually only 19 and they're not over 19, that kind of thing, So there's something like that's going on. And we had to drop, apparently what do you call him? Daniel Candias. That's what I'm led to believe that's what's happened. I hope it's not, but I'm led to believe that's what it is.
Oh, obviously the numbers is always going to be somebody misses it, But I'm trying to think back. You get sent home at the second last game of the tournament at home to the Spanish side. Am I right?
Well, he missed out in the last game, mate. He's not banned.
All right, but that was his second sending after the tournament, wasn't it?
Can I read out what's been said here?
Served his time.
Right. Was it only one game?
It's saying here Rangers could only name 22 players in their squad instead of the normal 25 due to the lack of homegrown players in their squad. There you go. That's what it's saying here. I don't understand what it means overall, but that's what it's saying. So maybe someone will be able to tell us what that means afterwards.
Are you reading that, Bridge? Bridge, where are you reading
I'm just going to put into the...
No, where are you reading that?
On the Sun headlines.
Hey.
What? What is it?
You tell him, Rudy.
No, I'm saying nothing. I'd go in a rant.
Schoolboy error, Bridge.
Why?
Anyway, here's one for JFK. I just noticed on the news today that Rangers have increased their investment into the women's football team. That please you, mate?
Nope.
This could be a quick show if that's a subject, Jeff.
What? Right, okay. Right. Let's get this over and done with. I tried to watch some of the first game of the women's football, and I watched 5 minutes and I turned it off, and that's enough said. It's absolute garbage, and so there's not really much to say about it apart from it's shite.
No, what's your line?
No, it's not a sweary word, but it's keek, Ken. Glasgow word, it's keek. So if Rangers want to put their money into that, it's fine. To me, I just think it's what it is now, is all this equality rubbish that we've got going now, about this and that. So Rangers are trying to seem to be doing the right thing. But to me, if I'm asked to buy a raffle ticket or a lotto ticket for the Rangers women, I'll buy myself a pie. That's my answer, mate. There you go.
All right, mate. You've no surprised me. You've no surprised me.
That's good then. I'm not
You're consistent in your views.
Yep.
Rudy, I suppose you'll see it as a moving. Women's football's the fastest growing sport in the country.
I think I saw that the other day somewhere. To be honest, I watched some of the Women's World Cup, and I actually quite enjoyed a couple of the games. One game in particular for me was really, really good. Just really enjoyable to watch because it was, there was some kind of half-decent football played, and it was Japan against Holland. Holland went 2-0 up, and then Japan scored at the beginning of the second half, and I think they're out 2 or 3 times. I'd have to think some of it was okay. But the outstanding team in the tournament was definitely the USA.
Maybe it's just football you don't like, JFK. You fell asleep yesterday or all.
I know. Because maybe part of it was watching. No, come on, Rudy. I know I'm not going to get into a big discussion here, but you can't honestly say that you watched 90 minutes of women's football.
Oh, I didn't say it. I watched it. Oh, I didn't do that, Jimmy.
No.
My mate reckoned the stuff that he watched, it was akin to watching like an under-18s kind of game. That's what he reckoned, that kind of level, kind of standard. Some of the goals, I watched some of the goals, and there was some of the goals were pretty good, Jimmy, but as an overall, I mean, you wouldn't want, what it's like in the World Cup, right? You want to see every game, you want to see all the big games with the big countries, the likes of Spain, Holland, Germany, Italy, France. You want to watch all these games, don't you? Well, it's not like that with the Women's World Cup.
I'm going to bring in my ladies expert on this.
I see it there.
Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox, you want to come in?
I thought it was excellent entertainment. I watched as many games as I possibly could. Thoroughly enjoyed them. I think these are out of order. I think it's time Rangers had a professional ladies side.
Here.
And it'll be sponsored probably half like the youth mate, half the Rising Stars and things like that programs.
The Lotto.
And yes, and I think it's great. I think it will entice more young kids to Ibrox, mate, and I'll take in the odd game if we go professional.
Can I come in on that, Ox, yeah?
Yes, mate. I know
there's a smashing. On that subject, there's a smashing post in follow. And it says that one of the lines in it is one of the posts says, Gregory Vignal has been appointed head coach of the Rangers women's team, right? The Rangers are delighted to announce that the women's first team and academy have become fully integrated within the club's football department. Exciting move means Rangers will have the opportunity to recruit professional players, as well as turn some of our existing players to professional. Rangers women will now play all their home games at the Hummel Training Centre when the second half of their season resumes in August, following a break for the Summer World Cup. The new stand at the club training facility has been developed in line with the Scottish Women's Premier League requirements for this purpose. There you go. There you are, JFK. You like that?
Well, I would not. I'll be quite honest with you. If that's what Rangers want today, Bridgman, and I don't have any argument with that. But I'm telling you, no, even for the sake of going to watch a Rangers game, would I ever pay money to go and watch a woman play football? End of story. It just doesn't light my candle. Look, you know what they say about women? They're there for frying eggs and other things. And that's right. So
what a shocker! What a shocker you are.
Women shouldn't be playing football professionally for me.
I'm
non-existent.
Sure some of our lady listeners out there might want to
come in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if some of the lady listeners are upset by my comments. I'm not being sexist or anything. I just think that women should stick to the sports that they're better. They should stick to the sports that they're good at, like running and jumping and throwing things and that, because that's what happens in my house. A lot of things get thrown in my house.
Oh, JFK, that's shocking.
But there's another. There's one of our regular guys here. He said he's watched every game. Stardog.
No, that was Fox.
No, was that Fox? He didn't watch them all.
He never missed a minute, mate.
Right, man. What about on the late night football?
Jimmy, how dare you, Jimmy?
How dare you? What about the CONCACAF Cup and the Gold Cup and all that? I sat up and watched them. That's real football.
You watched that as well?
No, I did not watch that as well. I watched all of them as much as I could late nights, but I never watched. I watched 5 minutes of the women's, and that's the end of story. Let's talk about the Rangers.
Can I ask you a question, JFK, on that subject? Did you fall asleep?
No, that's the first time.
When you were watching that 5 minutes of the football there, did you fall asleep?
I was doing the dishes. My wife told me.
All right, okay. Shocker. You're an absolute shocker, pal, I'll tell you.
That Jimmy would still have Wayne sweeping chimneys.
Aye. I would, mate. I'd make sure all the Waynes had afros, so I wouldn't need to buy them a brush.
Sparkle the Loafy, GFK, the 1800s are missing you.
I really, you've shocked the nation, by the way. GFK, you've shocked the nation.
No, look, there's no use in pretending you're something you're not. I will not ever. I tried to watch it, and I'm sorry, but I couldn't. So, good luck to the Rangers ladies, whatever their journey is going forward and that. But, you know.
Swig a lot in the lobby says, enjoy the couch tonight, Jimmy.
Oh, hey, look, I'm already in the snoring room, so the couch is out the door now. It's the snoring room I'm in now.
Oh, wow. What a shocker.
Ladies are nice as long as they're not playing football. That's just...
to be fair, in Jimmy's defence, he's not once said he's not a fan of ladies. What he's saying is not a fan of football.
Flybo says, ban Jimmy now.
I see that there.
Nice one, Flybo.
Well done, Flybo.
Blue Horizon warned that Blue Horizon gave us a warning. The show's going to get into trouble now. Wait.
Blue Horizon says, I love women, no idea what Jimmy is all about.
Anyway, I'm very interested to hear if we get any calls for any lady football players after the tune.
For God's sake.
Yeah. But,
the young Scottish star, Lassie Cuthbert, mate, she started off at Rangers.
She did.
A Rangers fan.
But Rangers couldn't offer her professional terms, so she had to leave Rangers, ladies. Now, I think it's a great thing that we support our own woman, mate. There's too many things that our support get missed out, and the women should have their shout as well. Football amongst women across the world is really booming, and good luck to them.
You think so?
Yes.
As far as what I read, that he gave nearly 60% of the tickets away for free in France. So I don't know. Anyway, so.
Didn't they have the biggest TV audience for years and years and years at the England game? 11.5 million people watch it or something like that. Incredible stuff. Incredible.
Yeah.
On the TV, of course, JFK. On the TV.
Anyway, we've covered that subject, and it's been nice working with you, JFK. Get yourselves on mute. No, that we're going to have a tune. We just can't let you speak anywhere because we're afraid we are going to say. Get yourself on mute and we'll have a tune for your Fox.
Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. Football is the game that we play all over the world. Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. We can show the world how to play, for we are Rangers, okay. Won't you come and cheer us? Help the boys along. White and blue, coming through with a song. Oh, Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. Football is the game that we play all over the world. Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. We can show the world how to play, for we are Rangers, okay. We'll be there to do it. Do it if we can. Win the cup, hold it up in our hands. Oh, Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. Football is the game that we play all over the world. Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. We can show the world how to play, for we are Rangers, okay.
Rangers, band JFK. Rangers, band JFK. That's a good song.
Right, yeah. So we move on to some other news. I mean, it's small things happening. The squad developed. Jordan Rosser's away. John Fleetwood in loan. Stardust surprised or happy or just what you expected? Oh.
Hello, that's me there. I'm back.
Well, thanks very much for joining us, Stardust.
No, it's that my phone wasn't I was pressing the button, it wasn't letting me come off mute there, mate. I'm disappointed a wee bit that we didn't get money for him, mate. I thought that he could have done enough the tail end of last season for at least somebody to come in and buy him. I mean, I don't know what we would manage to get for him, but I would literally take anything plus get him off the wage bill. I'm happy to get him off the wage bill and things like that, but I don't know. I mean, is that his last year? Is this his last year?
That's what I don't know. I don't know if it was a 4-year contract it was.
See, if this is his last year, mate, then that's fair enough. He'll never kick a ball for us again and things like that. But I would have just liked to have the club to have showed a wee bit more ambition and try and sell these players rather than just let them run down their contracts. Like, we paid money for these players at the end of the day.
We never paid the cross-border thing. But what I will say, mate, it's the trouble is that the level that clubs are looking for him, we're paying him a big wage.
I know that, mate, but if he's wanting to go and play first team football, it's up to him himself to take a pay cut. I mean, I would take it in between 250 to 700,000 for the boy, mate. I don't think that's much you're asking for him, because he is a decent player when he's fit and things like that. I just wish the club had put them up for sale and made clubs come and take them permanently rather than just taking them in loan. But I'm all glad to get him off the wage bill, 100%. Aye, and I'm not surprised
I
either.
don't think it'll be completely. I don't know what percentage Fleetwood will be paying.
See, that's what I don't like, Ox. I don't like that, mate. I would just, if he's not going to be there, just we shouldn't be paying him anything. You know what I mean? I would rather, I mean, like Graham Dorrans, I can't remember what the price for him, but I know it was over £1 million. See, just to let this guy run down his contract, like if he doesn't find a couple, we've got to have these guys up for sale. Like, it doesn't matter what we get for them. I would like to get something for them, plus get them off the wage bill as well. I think that would help us if we're wanting to improve the squad. I mean, I still think we need another centre back, mate, and I think we need another left back. That's where I think we need to strengthen. So I would like to get rid of players and get funds in for new boys to come in these specific positions.
By the way, he's contracted till May next year, end of May next year.
So that'll be him then, Bridge, after this loan spell. Will probably be a free.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Contracted until 31st of May 2020.
I just don't like the fact that we could be paying a percent of his wages this season. I know if we've got to date, we've got to date, mate, but I just don't like that we're still paying these guys that are never going to kick a ball for us again. I thought the club had kind of moved on to all that. I just don't want us to have all these players we're still paying.
Mate, he's in the driving seat because he's waiting to January, mate.
I know, so of course he's going to run down his contract at Rangers. That's exactly what they're going to do, do you know what I mean?
Aye, you surprised, Rudy?
No, not really. He's had his time at Rangers now. And when he first came in, I first saw the boy, I thought he had something about him. I still do, Ox. I just don't think it's worked out for him, you know. Unfortunately, I'm a wee bit surprised that he's gone to Fleetwood Town, though, to be honest. You know, I thought after him having a fairly good loan spell at Bury, I would have thought he'd have got something else. But look, it is what it is. At the end of the day, Stardug's right. You know, so get some of these players off the wage bill, the better. And unfortunately, he's into the last year of his contract. He's going to want to run that down, you know, wait till he gets to January and then see what the story is for himself. And he's a young player. Look after himself, Fox. If you don't want these players going and running contracts out, don't give them the contract. It's simple as that. A contract's a contract. Don't give them it. You know, if you give them a contract, they've got every right, in my opinion, to hang on as long as they possibly can and get what they want. You know, what's often been said, football's a short career. You know what I mean? But even though he's still a fairly young player, he's very injury prone. You know, the boy could go out next week, you know, probably in a training match, and he could do himself some damage, and he's going to be out for half the season again. So getting at least some of his wages after the wage bill is a step in the right direction. But I doubt very much we'll see him back come May next year. It'll be a way. But it's getting rid of the problem.
Rudy, I think he's on $10,000 a week.
It's a fairly hefty wage, really, isn't it? And $10,000 a week, you know. So, but it's getting them out the door, Bridge. It's the problem.
Absolutely.
Get them on loan, they'll take them on loan as opposed to coming in and buying them off. Is that the problem?
I think the only teams
that could go... Is it Barton?
Barton, yeah.
Aye. Yeah. I don't imagine they'll be paying £10,000 a week for players' wages, mate. So we must be paying a fair chunk of his wages.
Yeah, Stardug, you know that. If you think about it, the level of teams that he's going to try and get start his career again, they're not going to be paying anything like what he's getting paid at Rangers.
Yeah, sure. And that's the problem, JFK, isn't it? That's the problem. So he's not going to move because he's not going to give up £500,000 quid, is he?
No, I mean he's made into Fleetwood, which I'm not surprised. You know, I'm surprised. Was that Bridgeman that said that it's $10,000 a week?
Yeah. That's what they reckon he's on. Yeah, $10,000 a week. Yeah. That's what they reckon.
I'm shocked by that. I wouldn't have thought they'd been any more than about $5 for it. No, but I'm shocked. Fleetwood
a big signing when they came in, JFK.
It was, but I thought even at that 10,000 shares quite a lot. But look, as Rudy said, he's a bit injury prone and he wasn't seem to be fitting into the team that way. So good luck to the boy. His contract's got a season to go. He's going to go and play under the clown. It's Joey Barton. So best of luck to him in that. I see young Ryan Hardy and Glenn Middleton's loan deals fell through this morning to Blackpool and Doncaster.
Yeah, Doncaster, right?
So they're still with Rangers as we speak. So
is that because the managers of both clubs have changed? Yeah.
It possibly could be. Possibly could be. That did happen the other night. You're right there, Bridge. Sorry, Fox. Ox. Can't get an easy. But on to young Rossiter, you know, I wish him the best of luck. You know, we never really get a chance to probably see his full potential. So it's unfortunate where he's ended up, Fleetwood, which is a nothing club really, innit? Yeah. So wish you the best of luck. Wait, what age is he, Bridgeman?
Well, I'll tell you what, I think he's only about 26, you know. If my memory serves me right. Just bear with me. Hold on. He's younger than that.
22 or 23, mate, I'm sure.
Wow.
Well, I mean, if he does anything at Fleetwood and shines in there, he's maybe got a chance of pushing himself further up into the other leagues and maybe make a career out of it. But wish him the best of luck. He was a blue nose, so that'll do for me. So I'd like to.
Snapdog appears to be right. He was born on the 24th of March 1997. So
Snapdog's always right.
Snapdog's always right. Go on yourself, pal.
22 years of age. I mean,
got a lot of years in front of him next year, but I'd like to have seen it with Rangers, and he never get the chance that he hopefully would get through injury. That, you know, so best of luck to him. Best of luck,
Jimmy, because I liked his battling style. You know, shorts up to his chest, and he get tore into a tackle. He wasn't scared to tackle her through the boy, you know. So I think
I think you're right, Rudy. The 6 times we've seen him.
Well, that's it. As you say, 6 times. You know. But it's a real shame from Ox, you know. You're young player.
Yeah, but times.
Yeah. And so it was a wee bit of Jimmy says we didn't get to see a bit more of him, you know, what he was capable of.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm not surprised he's been put out on loan, you know, because there wasn't any place for him at Ibrox to further his career. So, as I said before, best of luck to Jordan Rossiter. I hope he does well in wherever he is after if his contract ends with us. So we'll see what happens.
Right, lads. Now we'll start moving on to the tomorrow night's game. I tied it wouldn't give us any sleepless nights before a couple of years ago, but we'll hear what the manager's going to say and then we'll discuss it. Get yourself in mute, and once again we'll hear from your manager.
Daniel, no travel. Is he suspended or is it just a numbers game?
I think you know he's suspended, don't you? He's not suspended, he's not injured, it's the numbers game.
In terms of other guys that made their debuts on Sunday, making through all that okay season?
Yes, I thought, in the main, I thought they were all very positive, the debuts. A lot of them are here with us tomorrow, should play some part. So yeah, we're very pleased with not just yesterday's performance, but how the ball settled in really quickly. And me and Aaron just speaking about in the car on the way here. They started very strong and straight away they've given me big decisions to make. We'll go back to the first question. Obviously Daniel's left out of this squad, but he won't be the first, he won't be the last big name that, as the weeks go by, sometimes we have to make big calls. We'll leave big players out, so they're good players, but we're hoping there's going to be a 60-game season.
This last year's achievement, and obviously to get right through all the qualifiers and get the group stages, and there's something to do. Does that raise the expectation level? Does it make it harder this year, or does it give you, you've done it before, so you know what's ahead of you type of thing?
Yeah, I think the experience should put us in good stead, but I think yes, it certainly does raise expectation. But if you're not ready or prepared to deal with expectation and accept it at a club like Rangers, you're in the wrong place. So we have to take that on the chin. I think how difficult it'll be will depend on how well we play first and foremost, but also if and as and when we progress, depends on the look of the draw as well.
Does the pitch come into your thinking tomorrow night?
No, I think my players should be used to artificial surfaces. The amount of times we went to Kilmarnock and Livingston and Hamilton last year, I think we might play on artificial surfaces around 10 times. If you can take into consideration we played on Ufa as well, so we should be used to it. So we won't use it as an excuse, that's for sure.
You had a chance to look at this one?
No, we were delayed in Glasgow for over an hour. The plan was to bring the team here, but it would have knocked us off schedule, so all the players have gone back to the hotel for dinner. Me and Andy will have a quick look at the pitch when we're done here. and we'll report back to the players, of the environment like.
Is Raymond still in contention tomorrow?
Yes, he's with us.
No issue with pitch and his groin niggle, that's not considered?
No, I don't think so. I think if it was a joint problem, it probably would affect that, but it was a muscle niggle, and I have no plans to use him. I think we've got to think about where he's at. He's missed probably a week now. He only played probably 20-25 minutes against Mansfield, so this would be his second game, so we will have to be careful with it.
How much work have you been able to do in St Joseph's in the shop window that you've had, Stephen, to look at them?
Yeah, well, we've seen them twice in the 2 games that they've qualified through, and also done some homework on some of the individual players as well, so we'll be fine, we'll be well drilled. As I say, we always go along the lines, it's about us and what we're going to do, and we have to back ourselves and believe in our way. It's going to be good enough to get a result here, but we'll certainly show the opposition respect. We've had a warm welcome when we've arrived. We'll show them respect individually and collectively, and we'll have to play well to get the right result.
Stephen, can I just check on Daniel? How disappointed was he to be omitted from your squad, and is there a possibility he'll come back into future squads? I think you can
swap change. I'm not going to make a big thing of it. It's just the way it is when you've got big numbers and big squads and big players and competition for places. It's only normal from week to week. It changes on who's in and who's out. Daniel's a good player. He's played a lot of games for me last year, and I predict the same could happen again this year. I wouldn't be surprised if he's involved in the competition in the next round if we were to progress.
How did he react to that news that he wasn't involved?
Well, knowing the player, of course there's going to be disappointment. I'd be more concerned if he wasn't disappointed. From any of the players, if they're not on the 11 or not on the 18, of course, they're well within the rights to feel disappointed, but you also expect a level of professionalism that you get on with it and they fight for the jersey and fight the place and take it in the right way and take it as a challenge to win the shirt back. That's what all the top players did, right played it, and that's what I always tried to do. Of course, you were dead disappointed not to play as a player, but you take now as a chance that you win your shirt back.
Any questions for Andy? Any from local media?
Yes, or Stephen?
Yes.
Obviously, I don't know if you were aware, but Pristina came into the preliminaries very confident, saying that they were already planning for yourselves instead of planning for St Joseph's. And obviously now they're eliminated.
Yes.
What kind of approach now do you have towards the game?
Well, we always show the opposition respect. I think it's a big mistake if you try and look too far ahead. I think you've always got to try and prepare correct for what's in front of you. So St Joseph's have got good players, they're a good team, they're effective on this surface. So you will not find me and my players being complacent or underestimating the challenge in front of us.
Question for Andy, if you don't mind. Andy, you've had experience playing in Europe for both Rangers and Gabada in your own spell. What's the difference between obviously playing domestically and facing European ties in, I guess, far-flung places like Gibraltar?
Of course they come with certain different challenges. I think that in terms of the Scottish style of play, it's a little more physical. I think we've seen with the teams that we played in the Europa League last year, it was a bit more technical and a bit more free-flowing football. But I think that in terms of us as a football club, we were involved in a shock in this very round in this competition 2 years ago. So that's we all seen the repercussions of that. Obviously took a big effect in the club and the players that were there, because ultimately there's a lot of questions getting asked very early. So we need to be well prepared, and like the gaffer said, we'll always treat our opponents with utmost respect, and we need to bring the right game to work continue.
Stephen, if you don't mind. Obviously, the result for Rangers across the 2 legs will help, obviously, Rangers getting through the next round, but will help Scotland in terms of the coefficient with Rangers trying to push the teams qualifying for later rounds. So it's important that you make sure there's no mistakes towards making sure you get the 2 wins, help Scotland progress.
Yeah, of course, I think the priority is always ourselves to make sure the performance is good enough to progress in the competition. But yes, we are here to represent Scotland. We're here to represent Rangers, and we hope that all the clubs that are qualified for Europe this year do as well as they can, because it will benefit everyone in the long run.
Well, thanks for that, folks. We're back, gentlemen.
Yep.
I think we've been joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
Good evening. How are you?
How are we doing?
I'm good. Although I've totally missed the last sort of 15 minutes as I was on my way back to the gym. What's this conversation?
Is that Ben?
Yes, it's Ben.
All right.
I never recognised your voice for a minute there, pal.
I'm trying to work out how many of our callers go to the gym when it just left me with you. It was between you and Old Bear.
Very good. How are you doing, Ben?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad at all. I was trying to call in for a little while before, but I wasn't saying that I was going to call in or didn't ping in my number before. But it's good to speak to you guys. I've been listening for a while. I was listening to you in the gym, but I had to stop because as soon as you guys start laughing, I'm off on one as well. So I couldn't focus.
Well, hopefully we'll still be laughing tomorrow night, Ben, after the game's done. What you're thinking on the new signing, what's happening at the club? Are you positive?
Yeah, it seems positive. I mean, Gerrard seems to know what he wants, plus he seems to be totally honest with us and open as well with his intentions. And I'm really glad that, I'm not glad fans were in a frenzy, but I'm glad that when fans were in a frenzy about McCrory, we heard that there's an option to buy at the end, and when there's an option to buy, usually there's agreed beforehand. Gerrard stepped up and said, no, we've got big plans for Ross McCrory in the future. We want him to be a big part of our future, and there's no option to buy at the end. We just want him to get to that next level. And I think that was class. I think it was class he did that because he didn't have to, and it was to make us feel better. So I like the transparency really there, and I certainly hope what he's saying is sincere, and I wouldn't say it's not. But in general, he's making a statement, and there's still a bit of flirting between Liverpool and Rangers regarding Ryan Kent. And if you listen to, was it the Four Less Had a Dream podcast, that's quite good as well, actually. They get journalists are over in Portugal with Rangers, and they're saying that it's 70% likely that Kent's going to join again for next season. But I think either way, I'd be quite happy with Jordan Jones on the left, but to have Kent back as well, that'd be so exciting, wouldn't it? But yeah, I think all the players, it was great to see them have rotation in the game against Oxford United. I didn't expect us to win 5-0, particularly when we won, 1-0, 2-0 against, who was it? Was it a university team or someone? This is where I messed up, isn't it?
TNS.
Yeah, that's it. But to win 5-0 with a heavy rotation, it's just incredible, isn't it?
TNS, I mean, obviously they played the Welsh League, but they're getting ready for Champions League qualifiers, so they're maybe further down the road a bit with their fitness. Good point Ben makes, Rudy, about McCrory. We were going to discuss it.
Aye.
He wants to develop, mate, so he's got to play games, and if Gerrard doesn't think he's quite there for us, he's doing the right thing to develop him.
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, at the moment, as it stands just now, if you look at that midfield, can you see young Ross McCrory getting in ahead in many of the midfielders that we've got? We've got a big midfield section there now, and it was the usual garbage in the papers. Rangers are trying to punt Ross McCrory, Peterborough. What a load of garbage! It's the same tripe you get time and time again with them. And Steven Gerrard, Ben's right, Steven Gerrard just hit the nail on the head when he says, look, he's our player, we've sent him out, it's a development loan, he's coming back because he's going to be a big part of this club's future. That's great, that's what we wanted to hear, because we don't want to sell him. He's one of us, he's come through the ranks, the boy says, he's come through all the development squads and everything. He's been there since he was a boy, he's a mad bear, so I think he's got talent. I think he'll, that it can only do him good going away and getting sort of 40, what was he say? Steven Gerrard said 40, 50 games under his belt next season. Exactly what he needs. Just, the same as Docherty. Docherty went down on loan and Steven Gerrard said the same thing to him at the beginning of last season. Look, I want you to go away, I want you to get a load of games in your legs, see how well you do, and they done well, Greg Docherty. I expect McCrory to do the same. I expect him to come back next summer, raring to go, and hopefully he finds a place in the squad for next season.
I think this is one of the drawbacks when you're trying to bring people through GFK. When every game's so competitive, you can't really blood players,
No, man, we set down obviously down there to develop that, but I did say, a player that's played 30 games, you'd have thought that he'd have been part of the squad this season, but I did say it his last season. I don't want to keep saying I told you, so it wasn't. I know there's a lot of noise being made about him when he's wanting to develop, but I'll tell you, next season McCrory will be away. I did say to you last season that he was the manager wasn't happy about the way that he chapped his door and asked it. He thought he deserved more first team fitness. So let's not get carried away. He's away doing there to Portsmouth. He will develop as a player, but I don't see him developing as a Glasgow Rangers player, guys. That's my opinion. That's information I was given last season. I said he wouldn't be here next season, whether it be a loan or a transfer, and I was right with my information. So let's wish him all the best and see if he comes back. If he comes back the same as what do you call him? Docherty, then fine. But even Docherty's got a lot to show. He looked apart a couple of times in the game yesterday, but he's still got a lot of learning today as well. So he still wouldn't be in my first team, Docherty.
No,
so
not the moment.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely, Oxford. He still wouldn't. It's all right saying that he's progressed after a season in Shrewsbury and getting 7 Man of the Match awards and the Player of the Year award at the end for them. So he's still no for me a Rangers first teamer.
Mm-hmm. Can I come in on Ox there?
Oh, you go, mate.
I was going to say that I agree with some of the things the guys said, but I thought the wee boy Hasty had a really good show yesterday. I think he showed up better than Jordan Jones. And Jordan Jones, I like.
How do you see the McCrory situation, mate?
Well, McCrory, I think we spoke about it. I certainly spoke about it last week. There's absolutely, I agree with what Rudy said. There was absolutely no way he was ever going to break into that Rangers team with the amount of the quality that we've been showing, the way we've been playing. McCrory just wouldn't fit in. In general, he just wouldn't fit in. He wouldn't be picked first. He might get in through it. Somebody get injured or something. He might get in as a substitute. But seriously, he wasn't going to make it the way things were going for him. So yeah, I absolutely have to say I agree. A real good season away gives him the chance to do what young Docherty's done. Get away and get some games under his belt. Be recognised as a good player within the team he's playing with, and see how he can do. Again, I think JFK was mentioning something about it. When I watched Docherty yesterday, I thought Docherty played quite well, but I'm never have been a big fan of Docherty's, and he needs to play a lot better than he did yesterday for me. But he played. I'm not saying he played badly or anything like that, but I would need to see a lot more from him. That might happen over the next few weeks because got a lot of games to come.
Starter, what's your views on McCrory, mate? It's been mentioned by Ben.
Well, I was like JFK, mate. I didn't think he would ever come back and kick him off again, but I'm encouraged for what Steven Gerrard thinks and that he's going to come back here. I mean, I really hope he does go down there and he gets his 40, 50 games, mate. I really hope Portsmouth use him and it becomes down there the player that we all thought he was going to be for us. But I mean, I kind of disagree with JFK one, but I just don't see him getting in that team. I mean, we've let him go to Aribo. Glenn Kamara has been an absolute steal. I mean, we know he's going to be there this year. I mean, these two boys could maybe only just get better for us. So, I mean, what does, because is he going to be that good in one season when he's going to come back? And I mean, if he plays 40, 50 games this year, he's going to get the taste that he's going to want that every season. If we can't guarantee him that next season, I mean, I don't know what's going to become of him, Ox, but I can't comment on it too much now because, I mean, he could go down there and he could be brilliant for Portsmouth. We just don't know this yet, so we just need to see how he does down there. And, I mean, hopefully I would love to see him coming back and being the future captain that we think he was going to be and things like that, but I can only see Glenn Kamara and Aribo getting better, so it's hard for me to find a place for him.
I don't see him getting in ahead of Ryan Jack, never mind anybody else in that midfield right now.
Oh, well, I don't know. That's debatable for me because he's got a bit more pace about him than Ryan Jack and things like that. I think he can do everything Ryan Jack does, maybe a bit faster, to be honest with you. But what I was going to say about yesterday is, I mean, did them to notice that 4 of the 5 goals, apart from the Lewis Mail one, they all came to the right hand side, and 3 different players scored. So I mean, he's got a headache for the right hand side. Because Kandé scored, Greg Stewart scored, and Ojo scored. So there's 3 who I would class as right wingers, right attacking midfielders. They all scored yesterday, so he's got a good wee headache there. But what has happened to Jamie Murphy? Is he still no fit or what?
He's got to build up, mate. He played with the reserves on, I'm going to say, Thursday.
Yep.
So
right, that's all right. I've just not heard anything about him, Mark. That's all, mate.
You've got to remember his pre-season will be different for the
aye.
first team.
Oh, aye.
You know, he's like Bridge. He gets wrapped up in cotton wool.
I can believe that. But no, I think he's definitely got a good wee headache there for the right hand side. Because as I say, 3 of the right wingers scored, so and 4 of the goals came from the right hand side. So I'm impressed with that, and that's where we lacked last year. Because Ryan Kent, we really done everything down the left last year. Apart from when Tavernier was getting down the right, but we never had that inside right player that was just finishing. And the 3 of them, they did all right yesterday for me. But Ojo and Greg Stewart looked amazing.
I don't think you took anything for that game yesterday, mate. I don't think you could see anything.
No, I'm not taking anything from it. I'm just saying this, Ken. It's a good wee headache to have for Tuesday. Who does he play there? Because they all performed well and they all scored a goal. That's all I was making, mate. That's all I was making that wee point.
His plans for Tuesday will not be altered for anything that happened on that part yesterday.
Yeah.
Ben, the signings. Obviously, you're a study of all things football. What's your thinking?
Was that to me? Sorry.
Yeah, Ben. You finished? It's all done now.
I wasn't sure. Wasn't sure if I was the only Ben in the chat. Yeah, no. So I think so far what Gerard's done is he's sort of amazingly added depth to previously where I think we were struggling. So I think last season we had a midfield that was quite defensive, but I remember we were reading in the press that if Rangers win the battle in midfield, then we win the big games, and that's what we seemed to do. We were being quite solid and compact in midfield, but what I thought that we lacked, which other people disagreed, and fair enough, was that sort of attacking creative aspect. And I think we've got a solid midfield with lots of depth now, with new players coming in, and now we've got the likes of Aribo, Ojo, you know, the trickery, the skills, and the directness from midfield, which I'm really, really liking in the team. And I think that's what Gerard's sort of trying to go for. I remember. So there's 2 stories. Number one was that he was happy for Windass to go to Wigan, but if the talks didn't work out, he could come back for Rangers and work his way into the team. And the second story was that he didn't want Windass to go full stop, but Josh had enough of Rangers. And I think that was because he wanted the directness of Josh Windass. He thought he could have maybe brought the best out of him, but turns out the best decision was for him to go to Wigan. But I think that's what maybe we were lacking slightly that season, is that directness from midfield. And I think that he sort of integrated that philosophy into the team now. And just a little bit on Aribo. Interestingly enough, here's the far-fetched story. My brother's a quantity surveyor, and one of his pals used to play at Tooting and Mitcham with Joe Aribo, and he said Aribo was not a stand-up player at all. He was just a decent player, worked hard, but he was scouted. As soon as he got scouted, played in the bigger teams, and he just improved and was a hell of a player. So now that he's at a big club like Rangers, I fully expect him to be the best player in our team. And that's all she wrote.
That's some statement considering Stevie Davis is there. But well, only time will tell, mate. If he does turn out to be the best player in the team, it hopefully means that the team's playing well, JFK.
Yeah, of course it is. You know, it's a bold statement. You know, I mean, Steve Davis has been my team every game, mate. I just think that the signings he's made so far have been good signings, but there has to be, I would say, another 2 or 3 have got to come into the team. The team's not finished yet. Mm-hmm. Take out the equation that Alfredo might go or might not go. So, but for me, there's still strength to be good to the back 4. You know, we've all talked about the back 4. For me, the midfield takes care of itself. So if you're going to ask us for a team for tomorrow, but my midfield would be Davis, Stewart, and Kamara, and that would be. Are
you putting Stewart in the airfield role?
Yep. But only because Stewart, because the airfield's not there tomorrow.
I see you're thinking that. Anyway, we'll be joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
How you doing, boys? James for Rangers Retro.
How we doing, James? How we doing? All right, mate.
No bad, mate. The real fit boy's back finally.
At long last, pal. At long last.
When you're saying real football, are you saying that the Women's World Cup wasn't real football, or are you taking the Fifth Amendment on that one?
That's a stitch up happening right there. I'm not having that.
Are you taking the Fifth Amendment on that one?
No. I mean, the Rangers are back tomorrow. We're back at the weekend. We're back for real tomorrow night.
Did you take much out of yesterday, or was it what you expected?
I pretty much expected. It was like a kind of training game, really, wasn't it? I mean, the move for Defoe's goal for the fifth one, I thought that was some really nice football. I've not seen too many people talking about that, but the move, the kind of one-touch passing for that was absolutely beautiful. That was the kind of goal of the game for me, just the kind of the 5-6, passes that led to the goal.
Young Stardom mentioned that earlier on.
So I was probably too late tuning in, that's what it is. See, I was getting away into bed and stuff, so that's not
but if you want any guidance on Wednesday bed, he is also your man, Stardog. He's an expert at that.
But that was pretty much as expected. I mean, it's, I think Steven Gerrard said it, it's like lots of goals, nice clean sheet, sets us up nice for tomorrow night. Just can't wait for the game to kind of get started. But I mean, the stuff about McCrory is what I kind of wanted to touch on.
Yeah, on you go, mate. Your thoughts?
I mean, I agree with what the boys are saying. There was absolutely no way he was going to walk into that team this season. But I definitely think that, I mean, I know he kind of started it as a centre-half, and it was never going to work for him there. And then he moved forward a wee bit into defensive midfield, and that's where I think he was kind of, better used. I think he looked a bit, not so much solid, but he wasn't afraid to put the foot in and put himself about in that position, which was good. So, I mean, I like the fact that Gerrard came out and cleared it up, because the Daily Record had an absolute shocker. And so I think they were the ones that led the kind of the clause, story. They started that kind of rumour, because I think their report said he was away, and our sources tell us that, there's an option to buy in. I think the rumour started going about it was £1 million. So, I mean, Walter Smith against Chick Young comes to mind after Gerrard put them in his place. If we had a bad night last night, you're having a fucking horrendous one now. So the Daily Record had an absolute shocker with that one, and for Gerrard to just come out and basically, set the record straight and say, he's a player, we've got big plans for him, we're going to have him here for years to come. If he can get in there into 40, 50 games and, establish himself as a quality defensive midfielder, then I will go Kamara, and obviously we've got Aribo, who's a more kind of forward-thinking midfielder, but these boys aren't going to be here long. We've brought these boys in on, really, really low fees for signing on. I mean, 50 grand for Kamara, Jesus Christ, development fee, 300 grand at most for Aribo. So if these guys continue, I mean, I can't see us keeping Glenn Kamara any more than 2 more seasons. To be honest, I think that boy is, how he's managed to fit under so many radars and not get picked up by anybody before we managed to get in there. How his contract was even allowed to run down as far as it did at Dundee is baffling to me. So
how he got to Dundee's baffling.
Dundee have got a habit of that, have they not? I mean, they ended up with Claudio Caniggia, for Christ's sake. I mean, we might have to take him off them.
You think of the players had then Ravanelli.
Aye, actually, you know what I mean? But I mean, there's Tracy in the lobby saying best 50 grand spent. Absolutely. I think was it somebody here says you can't buy a house for 50 grand now? You know what I mean? You can buy Glenn Kamara. So,
he's turned out brilliant, isn't he? He's turned out absolutely superb.
Aye.
I hope it continues for him.
If we can keep a hold of him for another couple of years, we'll be doing well. Because I really think, I mean, he's went from strength to strength, and he's just kind of proving that whole thing. There's a lot of fans out there. And I know the names of Jordan Jones and Greg Stewart aren't the kind of, exciting many fans, but you can't judge these boys until they've kicked a ball in anger for us. Let's get them in the shot. Let's give them a couple of games and see what they can do. You know what I mean? Glenn Kamara came in. People are going, there's that boy for Dundee for 50 grand. How good's he going to be? And we're all sitting here going, my God, what a player. So let's just give these boys a chance. If they turn out to be another Nuno Capuccio, then hold your hands up and whatever. But, I think
the boy... be Daniel Puzzle.
Aye, Big Dado. Got a story about him as well, by the way. I met him the day after he scored his overhead kick against Fulham in pre-season.
All right,
I was coming out of Jai B's on Argyle Street, the old Jai B that used to look across to HMV. And
you hear that, Stardog? It wasn't Sports Direct, it was Jai B. Carry on.
Jai B, see. But no, I'd got Purcell 9 on the back of my top before the numbers had been announced, right? Because basically I was like, you won't 9 for Monaco, you won't 9 for Croatia, so we've got to get number 9 for us. Purcell 9 in the back of the top. And I'm walking across and this boy slaps me in the back. Out of nowhere, goes, oh, big man. I was like, fuck you, him. He was like, no, I'm not there. And it was when we used to have Dixon's in that corner, I know, at Miller Street and Argyle Street, big Dixon shop there.
Yep.
So he's like, to me, "Oh, there, what are you talking about?" And he goes, "There's the man in the back of your toe pro there." Turns round and he goes, "There's Big Purcell." So he was, Big Dado swaggering into Dixon's. There's me off like a shot. Runs into Dixon's after him like a man possessed. Up to him, shook his hands like, Dado, some goal yesterday, big man. And in that big Cookie Monster voice, he goes, "Oh, thank you. I got to score many goals for Rangers."
I love it. And he did.
Did they sign your top?
No, I didn't wash my horn for a month.
He was a hero for us. I tell you, he was a great player.
Loved that guy. Absolutely loved that guy. What a player! And I think the kind of affinity I had for him as well, because there was no airs and graces about him. You know, he was happy to talk to you and shake your hand, and he was quite kind of appreciative of the fact that you'd kind of take the time to talk to him, and he clocked the name in the back of the top and stuff like that as well. Big smile. So, So the point I made, they could be another Dado Purcell. You know what I mean? Just a guy that comes in for either a Bosman or a small fee and absolutely runs himself out of the ground for the cause.
I'll tell you what, if I'm Glenn Kamara's agent, I'm in for a wage rise, mate. Yeah, I'm in for a wage rise. I'm telling you. That's the way football works now.
Kamara's been man of the match in his last 2 international matches for his country. Man of the match. He's had 2 games for and if he's playing on an international stage, you know, and people are watching him, you know, Europe, you know, Germans are coaching, people are watching him, French, Dutch, you know, James has got a point. Try to keep a hold of that boy for the next couple of seasons.
You will struggle to keep him in 2 seasons' time if it keeps going, because he was absolutely outstanding yesterday. And I think he's a brilliant player, I really do. So outstanding for me in the midfield.
You must have been watching a different game for me yesterday, because I thought it was just a training game, Bridge.
I thought he was outstanding for us in midfield. Superb.
Pass the ball. Would you expect somebody to do?
Well, you would. Of course, it wasn't a 100-mile-an-hour pace game, was it? It was a glorified training session, really. I quite enjoyed that. I enjoyed watching some of our players.
I always like watching the Rangers, but I wouldn't say that anybody. You really look at what it was, you know.
Oh, look, it wasn't a Rangers and Celtic match, you know.
No, exactly.
It wasn't a high tempo or anything like that, but it was good. Good to see some of our players. I thought the 2 fullbacks were excellent yesterday. But that boy Poulsen put himself about, did the business, stopped most things that came his way, and I mean, that's his first time I've seen him playing for us, so I was delighted for him. Andy Halliday, I thought it was a tremendous display by him. Everybody else played quite well. I thought, as I said earlier, the boy Greg Stewart, my goodness gracious, if we can get him up to really good levels and keep him there, wow. He's going to be excellent for us if we can play him. Super.
I wouldn't be judging anybody in that yesterday, mate.
No, of course not.
Give me 10 games, GFK.
Well, even getting to the start of the season, you'll see changes. Some guys will make it. Some guys you'll be saying, "I really want him to play," and I'll only say about dodgy that one. Too keen on that.
I could
just one word to Tula Bally.
Out of the 23 players that we used yesterday, guys, I could probably write them off about 6 or 7 who'll not even get a sniff of the first team. You know what I mean? McPake will not be there. Polster will not be there. Halliday will not be there. Right? There's no chance. I would even go as far as to say McCrory will be in the periphery yet. So, you know, I enjoyed the game. But it never told me anything. I liked the flashes of brilliance that I thought for Ojo. Thought some of his touches were good. Greg Stewart, great goal. The Candyman scored a good goal, but I think he'll be fighting for his place the rest of the season as well. I'd include him in probably being a squad player. So we can't take a lot out of it apart from, as I said earlier on, it was just getting the cobwebs out the head and the rust out the legs. So it didn't tell me anything. Apart from, as Oxia said, got to see the Rangers. Okay, and it's a bounce game, but it's a bounce games that we need to get fitness up. But for me, Polster, against Oxford is 80, but might look good.
Halliday, that's who we were playing, Jimmy.
I know that. I know that's what I'm saying. Against Oxford United, they might be good, but for me, he's no a first team player. I'm looking for I'm looking for a better player than that, and Polster doesn't look anything to me as if he's going to do anything against the puddle drinkers or the spoon burners or that.
Well, that's what we're saying. You get to the start of the season, you're going to know it's going to be a completely different set of players. Not the different people we've got. They'll be the players that we've got. Some of these guys will make it, and some won't. Simple as that.
I wouldn't get too high and I wouldn't get too low about yesterday GFK, you know what
no,
I mean?
I'm not getting low, but I'm just saying that I think we can say that this guy was good and that guy was good, but we've got to take it into perspective the fact is we're playing Oxford United, and if Polster had some nice touches because he was playing against Oxford United. I seen somebody in the lobby there that said somebody had said to them that they thought that Andy Halliday was the man of the match. Well, what game were they at?
That was me. That's what I've just said to you. Based on what I saw yesterday on that game, I thought Andy Halliday the best game in a lot for me. Although he wasn't on the whole game, I thought he played brilliantly for the time he was on. That's all.
So would you, if it was a man of the match award, would you give it to Andy Halliday?
Oh, absolutely. I thought he was tremendous.
It was a really good game when you were sleeping, JFK. Done some
I'm not going to argue with the bridge man, but there's no way Andy Halliday wasn't even in the top 7 or 8 players. I would never have given him man.
Everybody's got their own opinion.
I know that, mate. But in Ojo,
I was looking along the lines of the defence, and I'm saying, looking at our defence, I thought Andy Halliday played well. When he moved up into midfield, I thought he did very well. He made a couple of smashing runs. He's not going to be the most exciting player. The young boy Ojo looked really good. Got a lot of pace, scored a smashing goal. You know, all these things take a hasty pace, had a few shots at goals. But I quite liked what Andy Halliday did, what he gave to me anyway. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Let's move on a wee bit for the subject. So, McGregor in goals, anybody get any different tomorrow night? McGregor, anybody want to throw in if they think it's going to be different?
I wouldn't play McGregor tomorrow.
Right, so who would you play tomorrow?
I would go with Foderingham.
All right, okay. Anybody else agree with JFK? All right. Will Tav play for everybody?
Aye. 100%, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right, here's the middle one of defence. Katic and Golson. Anybody different?
100%. No, 100% we agree with that.
Yeah, you want to change that. No.
James, Ben, use anything different?
I'm pretty much saying the same. I think it's going to be Golson and Katic tomorrow.
Ben?
Yeah, no, I agree. It'll be Golson and Katic. Reason being, the newbies and new signings will get their chance to push and play for their right to be in contention for the start. But last season we missed Katic. Golson played pretty much every single game of the season, and we need our season players for what's going to be a difficult game on an artificial pitch in a very, very hot country. So, yeah, we need our experienced Katic and Golson for sure.
All right, so what about the left back? Well, obviously, John Flanagan's out for a couple of weeks with a niggly injury. Barisic and Andy Halliday, obviously. Barisic for Rudy Bear. Anybody else? Obviously, Bridge. What did you think?
Yeah, Barisic for me.
Even though Andy was a lot better than him yesterday.
No, Andy Halliday had a quite a good show on, but I'd go for Barisic. If he hits his form, he's a good fullback.
Wasn't too involved yesterday, but all right. So, anybody think Halliday will play?
No, it'll be Barisic for me as well.
Yeah. Barisic. But that's a back four. Then this is where it gets interesting. The midfields, JFK,
Davis, Kamara, and Stewart.
All right. I think Stephen Davis will play. I think Kamara will play. Oh, the third one's a tricky one. Stardog.
Joe Aribo.
Mm-hmm.
Then your two. Stephen Davis, Glenn Kamara, and Joe Aribo. Sorry, mate.
Bridgman.
I don't know if he'll go with Aribo tomorrow. Yeah, certainly Kamara and Davis for 100% sure. Aribo could start. I'm not 100% sure, but I would. I'm betwixt between. I think I would still go with the tried and tested Ryan Jack for me, and bring Aribo on.
All right, okay. James.
I'm going to agree with Bridgman. I think it's going to be the tried and trusted midfield three. it's got to be Jack, Kamara and Davis. I wouldn't be surprised if we see as close to last season's starting 11. I don't think they're going to see wholesale changes, a lot of new signings starting, maybe in the wide positions because we don't have Kent. But I think the midfield three, I think it's going to be, that's just my opinion, I think it'll be Davis, Jack and Kamara.
Mm-hmm. Ben, what about you?
You know, I'm going to go Davis, Jack and Kamara.
All right, okay. And now, but obviously, there's no Candice, there's no Ryan Kent, so, and whether Morelos is fit to play, your front three, Rudy Bear.
Morelos. Ojo. Do you know, I'd start Jordan Jones.
All right. Okay.
Aye.
All right, mate. It's all about opinions, but thanks for the call.
Yeah. You never asked me about midfield.
Oh, sorry, Rudy. Sorry. But
Kamara.
I know you're a fullback, mate, so you know nothing about football. That's it. On you go. What's yours?
Davis, Kamara and Jack.
All right, mate. Sorry, mate. Didn't mean that.
Right. Fair.
Your front three, Bridge?
I think I would play Stewart and Defoe.
Oh, yeah. Right.
I'm between with young Ojo and in fact I'm betwixt three of them actually. Ojo, Jake Hasty, and Jordan Jones. I would start with Defoe and Stewart for sure. Mm-hmm. And I'm no dead shit. Let's go Ojo because he played quite well. Let's go him.
All right. Can we just put it down as AN other?
Trialist.
Ojo on the right, Jordan Jones on the left, and Jermaine Defoe up front.
All right. Don't mention trials to Bridgebane chips. Stardog.
I think he'll go with Defoe up front based on what I'd said about Morelos and where he's at and things like that. I'd love to see Ojo on the right hand side, but because Greg Stewart's there, we've only really got Jordan Jones for the left, mate. So I think he could play Greg Stewart on the right and Shea Ojo on the left tomorrow. But I wouldn't be surprised to go if he went with JFK's front three. My front three would be Stewart, Ojo, and Defoe tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. You're playing Stewart on the right?
I'll play Stewart on the right and Ojo on the left. Yep.
All right. Okay. James?
I think Defoe will start. I think Greg Stewart as well. I'll probably start wide on the right, and it's between Ojo and Jones for the left-hand side. I mean, I know Ojo's primarily a right-sided player, and he's cut in for the right-hand side and finished really nice yesterday. But I mean, he can play in the left, so I think it'll be Defoe through the middle, Stewart on the right, and Ojo on the left.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Ben?
Before I make a mug of myself, Candice isn't injured, is he?
No, he's just travelled.
Right. Oh, he's not travelled?
No.
See, I totally missed that. Okay, in that case, right, I can't see it being anyone other than Jones on the left. Defoe's going to be up top. We're still not entirely certain on Morelos' future. Plus, if you look at the end of last season, Jarrah got pretty sick and tired of Morelos' disciplinary record, and Jermaine Defoe was promised a chance. So I'm going to go with Defoe. This is difficult, isn't it, with a new team? Right, Jordan Jones, Defoe, and Stewart.
All right, okay. All right. All the teams are pretty similar there, Rudy.
That's pretty much how muchness, really. Apart from one or two, possibly. But, I think it's about options nowadays, Ox, isn't it? As I said to you earlier on, from middle to front, we've got some great options now, I wasn't totally enamoured, for instance, with Greg Stewart coming in, but the wee bits I've seen of him so far, I think he could go on to be a really important player for us this season. I'm really looking forward to seeing him and, get sort of fully match fit and fully integrated into the team the next few games. The boy Ojo, I think he's going to be an absolute star for us. I really do this season. I think he's going to be...
He looked quick yesterday. He did look quick.
And I think it was Jimmy was saying, I'm a big Ryan Kent fan, but Jimmy said at the beginning of the show, we don't really need Ryan Kent to come back now. And you know, up until I had seen the boy Ojo yesterday, I would have doubted that. But actually, having watched them now, might come as a bit of a surprise. But I kind of agree a bit with Jimmy now about that. You know,
let's keep our foot in the ground and just remember Cooler Valley.
Of course, aye.
You know, but
you need to get about 5-6 games under their belt.
Aye.
To get business. You know, proper idea about them.
I don't see tomorrow being a problem. Anybody else think differently? James?
No, I don't think there's going to be any issues anymore. I think if we take the attitude, be professional and go there, and I think there's not any danger of Steven Gerrard letting any standard slip. I can't see anything less than 3 or 4 tomorrow, and that's not being arrogant. I just think we should have far too much for them. I'm just laughing because I was sitting here going, that's Greg Stewart. That goal he got yesterday, I was having deja vu. I remember the goal he scored for Kilmarnock against us at Ibrox. The one each drawback was in November in 2018. And it was very similar. Same side, cutting inside, and also this one's a bit of a lower finish. That one he put in the top corner. But no, it should be relatively straightforward tomorrow. I can't see another progress, put it that way.
JFK.
7-0.
Wow.
Come on, dude. If we could beat Oxford United 5-0 at Ibrox with 23 players who've hardly played, if we put out our strongest team, I'd be shocked if we didn't annihilate this team, or as Bridge says, mollocate them. Look, guys, I know they're not much better than an amateur team. It's Gibraltar League we're talking about here. Let's not get into this red imps rubbish that happened with the puddle drinkers, right? I'm not into that. If we Rangers don't go out there and annihilate this team tomorrow, then there's got to be a lot of questions asked. I know Bridgeman will say a 1-0 will do me, but no, 1-0 will no do. We should be going out and beating teams like that with the amount of players that we've got, good players, and annihilate a team like that. So for me, I'd be disappointed if we didn't have 5, 6 or 7. No, I'm going to go for 7. I'm going to stick to my 7.
Go on yourself, Jimmy. Go on yourself, pal.
Oh, said JFK.
I think I get your point, JFK. If we get a couple of goals, for me, it'll just be keeping the ball, and then you start working on fitness. But you need to win the tie first and foremost and get through with there.
Well, aye, but Jeremy's right. We should be going to that. It should be basically finished after when the 90-minute whistle goes tomorrow. It should be done. The tie should be done for us. Coming back to Ibrox the following week should just be, but it's a formality. Another training game, really. Another step in the right direction as far as fitness is concerned, and players getting minutes into their legs. The game should be finished by tomorrow night. The tie should be finished by tomorrow night, rather. Then again, I said I said that 2 years ago.
That's true, mate. No, it's a 4:55 kick-off, and what we're going to do, Fox said, we'll just have a show normal time tomorrow night, yeah?
Right.
So, obviously, the pre-match show would need to start in the middle of the afternoon.
I wouldn't go. I maybe not go 7-0 like Jimmy, but if we go there and it's 3 or 4-0, that's it. The game's it's finished. The time's finished. I'll take that.
All right. So obviously, because of the strange kick-off time, we'll not have a pre-match show. We'll just have a normal 9 o'clock show tomorrow night. And Bridgeman, we've reached that time of the evening.
It's been a smashing wee night. Loved the chat. Really good stuff. And can I just say, I agree with what Jimmy said about me. I'll be quite happy with a 1-0 win, but as long as we don't lose a goal, I'm looking for 4 or 5 myself. We should be able to score 4 or 5. And I thought the guys are on form with scoring. We're all spread. Wasn't somebody getting a hat trick or anything like that? So there's goals in the game. Is that?
I just don't think we will score 4 or 5.
I'm not saying we will. I'm saying I'd like it to be 4 or 5, and we scored enough goals yesterday to justify saying that. But a 1-0 will do me fine. 1 or 2, as long as we don't give any goals away, I'll be happy. So can I just say?
I think you're forgetting that was friendly at Ibrox. It's the first European qualifier
yes,
away.
I understand fully, pal. I'm not 1-0 win will do me fine. Right. Can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particular Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, every single one is, remember, huge match for us tomorrow night. Must win. Absolutely must win. So keep it going for the Rangers. Please keep it going for the Rangers because we need it.
Can I thank everybody who's taken time to join us here on Rangers Radio on the call. Thanks to everybody for listening in the lobby and all the other devices. We'll be back tomorrow night after the game at our normal time, 9 p.m, obviously, discussing tomorrow's first competitive game of 2019-20. Thanks for listening and see you tomorrow. Take it away, Old School Blue.
When I was young, I had no sense. I bought a flute for 50 pence. The only tune that I could play was Fuck the Pope and the IRA. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. More tunes on the flute, I'm learning to play. You'll hear me practice almost every day. And I'll play the sash and no surrender. And I'm going to join the green of young defenders. Na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, 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 na 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 na. Now I'm older and wiser too, but I still love the red, white and blue. I've mastered my flute right down to a T, and it's great to be part of the GYD. So come down to Greenock and be our guest. You'll hear a flute band that are simply the best. There's no other place I'd rather be when I'm playing my flute with the GYD. So come down to Greenock and be our guest. You'll hear a flute band that are simply the best.